Governor Matt Bevin's pension relief proposal is one step away from final passage. Police are looking for a man that tried to break into State Senator Brandon Smith's home.
My job's going to be pretty easy this week as we take a break from summer and head back to spring for a few days. I'll have your amazing forecast. Mountain News at 5:30 starts now.
Dedicated to Southern and Eastern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. Day 4 of the special session in Frankfort has come and gone, with a Senate committee passing the House's bill addressing pension costs for universities and quasi-governmental agencies. The committee heard testimony and discussed the bill for about an hour before passing it along party lines and sending it to the full Senate. Hillary Thornton has more from the state capitol.
Republican Representatives James Tipton and Jerry Miller giving testimony for the bill that Representative Miller says is not so much pension reform, but instead more like a payment plan. This bill is Governor Matt Bevin's proposal. It freezes the contribution rate at 49% for a year. It also gives groups a choice to either stay in the state system or to exit it by either paying what they owe in a lump sum or in installments. Everyone is okay with the freeze. It is the other provisions in the proposal that Democrats have a problem with.
I don't know why they have this such need for speed other than they want to ram it through. They want to begin dismantling this retirement system so that they can continue to impact other groups.
Senate Republicans disagreeing with that statement, explaining that several months of work have gone into this bill, that every lawmaker has been briefed and had time to review the proposal. The bill's sponsor acknowledging some things need to be looked at more, but that can happen during the regular session. The committee passing the bill with 8 Republicans voting yes and the 3 Democrats voting no.
We've said all along that this is not going to solve all the problems. It is a positive step in the right direction.
And just like majority leadership over in the House, majority leadership in the Senate says they're not concerned about threats of lawsuits regarding this bill.
It's just an election year tactic. Look, these Democrats, they don't like Governor Bevin. They don't like the direction we're taking the state.
Hillary Thornton, WYMT Mountain News.
The Senate will likely pass the bill tomorrow, and Governor Bevin is, of course, expected to sign it. An Amber Alert continues for a missing 4-year-old girl in West Virginia. Police in West Virginia are looking for Gracelyn Scritchfield. They think she was abducted by her father, Arlie Trey Hetrick. Police say she may be in extreme danger. The two may be in a gold 2001 Subaru Forester with a West Virginia license plate. If you see them, call police.
Blue skies and sunshine, a beautiful afternoon will turn into a gorgeous evening, so enjoy it because we deserve it after all we've put up with for the last few days. Mountain Parkway up in Powell County, lots of blue skies and sunshine there. We see the same trend over Whitesburg right now as a few cars are moving downtown there. Hazard, same, few clouds there with some blue skies and sunshine filtering through. A few more clouds up towards Stonecrest, but still a beautiful day and very comfortable. Live pinpoint Doppler radar, nice and quiet. It's going to be that way for the next several days. And you can see close to 80 there, Lexington, 78 here in Hazard, Middlesboro and Ashland tied with us there. Those are the warmest spots in the region. 68 in Wise, one of their cooler spots. And look at those feels like temperatures. They look just like the regular temperatures. So that's when you're noticing less humidity. That's what happens when you get behind a cold front. It's a good one. 81 Owensboro, Bowling Green, Paducah, Cincinnati, 76 Tri-Cities, 77 in Huntington. Your appcast for the rest of the evening as you go along, you'll see partly cloudy skies to mostly sunny skies and then clear skies overnight as temperatures get down into the 50s by morning. Yes, you heard that right. I'll talk about the extended forecast and see how long this is going to last coming up here in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Brandon, thank you. A well-known Hazard family were nearly victims of a crime Friday morning. State Senator Brandon Smith says a man tried to break into his home around 4 a.m. WYMT's Laura McCourt talked with Smith, who says that security cameras may not be enough these days.
Many feel safe in the comfort of their own homes.
Our surveillance system triggered an alarm at almost 4 a.m. in the morning.
But that wasn't the case for Senator Brandon Smith in the early hours of Friday morning.
He's clearly got something in his hand that can be perceived to be a weapon.
Thankfully, neither him nor his family were home at the time.
Had the special discussion not be called, I would have been there.
But it still didn't keep the Smiths' minds at ease.
He looked like somebody that was there to seriously hurt somebody.
This is not the first time this situation has happened to the family.
This is the second attempted burglary on our home within the last 4 weeks.
Violence still continues to happen around this quiet neighborhood.
We just had a young lady lose her life through violence less than a block from my home.
And though he has taken precautions on keeping his family and home safe,
Security camera enough, it's just not enough.
Smith hopes that crime in the area will soon come to an end.
We avoided this at our house this time, but he is still out there.
For the safety of his community in Perry County, Lauren McCourt, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, if you have any information on who that man might be, you can contact Hazard City Police at 606-436-2222. Perry County Sheriff's deputies issued 5 criminal summons for illegal dumping. It follows an investigation that started last month in Vico. Deputies said they charged Judy and Onis Lane along with Susan, James, and David Combs with criminal littering. They have a hearing set for August 5th. A car ran into a family dollar store in Manchester this afternoon. Police say a water bottle fell into the floorboard and the driver could not hit the brake. The driver and a passenger in the car were taken to the hospital. Police expect them to be okay. Law enforcement agencies across the region are seeing an increase in counterfeit money production. Yesterday, the Williamson Police Department in West Virginia released a statement on Facebook about the issue. Today, WYMT's Buddy Forbes spoke to members of the Pikeville Police Department who say the crime is hitting close to home.
Don't be fooled.
A quick glance at these and they look really good. They look like a regular $100 bill.
That's the message the Pikeville Police Department is trying to get out as a recent wave of counterfeit currency floods the region.
Several agencies up here have actually received complaints with this money being transferred, not only at businesses, but also being transferred places such as flea markets, yard sales, things of that nature.
Detective Bruce Collins says the recent counterfeits hold an incredible likeness to actual money.
We want to caution everyone that if they do go out and do any work with anybody or do work for someone, they pay them in cash, or if they're having a yard sale or doing anything like that and they reach them a bunch of 100s, to just check them.
But he says there are several ways to make sure you aren't a victim of the scheme.
One of the most prominent things that we're seeing recently is on the $100 bills is they will have Chinese writing on them.
He says being extra observant with money is the safest way to avoid receiving counterfeit bills.
Each of them have the same serial number, and no bill has the same serial number.
Collins says anyone who receives a counterfeit bill should contact police immediately in order to better trace its origin and get them off the streets. In Pike County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Collins says checking for watermarks is also a good measure and added that many counterfeit bills are made to appear worn. A former Boone County high school teacher learned how long he will spend in jail after officials say he stole more than $100,000 from multiple student organizations between 2015 and 2017. 37-year-old Brian Bentley taught at Ryle High School in Union. On Monday, a judge sentenced him to 65 days in jail. Court documents show Bentley did return some of the money and is working on repaying $19,000. Bentley also surrendered his teaching license. A new Trump administration proposal could mean millions of people will lose their food stamps. Under current law, most states automatically make people eligible for food stamps if they meet requirements under another federal program called TANF, or Temporary Assistance for Needy Families. But under the proposal, income and assets would be reviewed to qualify for food stamps. The Agriculture Department expects the new rules would cut more than 3 million people from SNAP benefits.
This proposal is lose-lose. It makes it harder for families to leave poverty and leave hunger while making sure that millions of Americans, including hundreds of thousands of American school kids, will go without food.
Agriculture Secretary Sonny Perdue defended the rule change, saying in a statement, quote, "For too long, this loophole has been used to effectively bypass important eligibility guidelines." The proposed change is open to public comment for 60 days. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, heavy rain in Moorhead yesterday flooded a hospital. Hear what they did to keep staff and patients safe.
If you like the temperatures right now, they're going to get cool enough to maybe open the windows later tonight. I'll have more on that forecast in just a minute.
Officials say a company is coming to Harlan hoping to bring job opportunities to Black jewel miners as they still wait for their paychecks.